All right, everyone. Welcome to this Thursday night's edition of Southern Woods and Waters. Let me tell you something. We got a great show for you tonight. This should get you fired up because we just had a cold front come through. We got a full moon's going to be out tomorrow. Deer are going to be tiptoeing, but it might not be at the time that you think they're going to be there, okay? So just take that into consideration. But this show here will get you fired up for the deer season. It's that time. We have put our fishing poles down for a little while. We are taking up a smoke pole now. We have night rifles here tonight with us, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to broaden out, introduce our guest to you tonight. We have Barry. Barry, thank you so much for being on the show, brother.
Well, thank you for having us. We're excited about it.
Barry Brakebill with Night Rifles. He's one of the pro staffers for Night Rifles. Now, my audience has seen that we've seen Gordy, and you're definitely an up. Now, he'll get a copy of this.
He may be watching this, so I'm going to be very kind.
Well, he can't do anything with that bicep over there like this, so I ain't scared anymore.
I understand.
But Barry, you brought with you Mike. Mike, you also work with Night Rifles.
Yes, sir. I'm pro staff member also.
And then we've got our pro staffer is Zach Knowles beside you, and Zach's been out there in the field doing a lot of work for us. While I've been on the fishing trail, he's been out there in the tree stands, and so that's what's going to help us out tonight. We're going to give you a little bit of scenarios about what's going on, but we just want to highlight Night Rifles. Night has been awesome with Southern Woods and Waters. It's a great product. I've used it ever since y'all started, way back when, and I bought the first rifle was a Wolverine, and now great news I got from you tonight, Barry, is you're coming out with a new Wolverine.
We're excited. 2014 that we're reintroducing the Wolverine. As you remember, when it first came out,
deer are shaking out there right
they
now.
Should be. They should be. When it first came out, it had the skeletalized stock. It said Night in it.
That's right.
With no recoil pad.
None.
Well, now, I actually brought a new one, one of the new prototypes. It now has a completely different stock configuration with a recoil pad.
Man.
So we're really excited about this.
I didn't have any problems shooting that thing. That thing is the Wolverine that I had, 50 caliber. The short barrel had the short barrel, but I love the short barrel. It was easy to carry in the woods. It was easy to go up to tree stands with. Just a really a great muzzleloader. All in all, did everything you need. Now I did tell you I put the see-through scope mounts on because I'd always. It never failed. I'd have a deer walk within 5 or 6 yards of my stand, and then you're trying to find, and all you can see is hair in that scope. So I got me some see-throughs, and I cured that problem.
Well, the real reason why we even introduced the Bighorn was because of the longer barrel.
Right.
As you know, a 22-inch barrel is not going to be able to burn efficiently more than 100 grains of powder.
That's it.
So that's the reason we extended the barrel and kind of went away from that from a period. And now we found out that, of course, that was the #1 selling gun in all of Knight's history. And so
how many did y'all sell, Brian?
I don't even think anybody truly knows.
I don't think anybody knows. That's right.
I can tell you that I was told they sold more Wolverines than they sold all other Night rifles combined. If you added every Night rifle, they sold more Wolverines than they did any other.
And they were great guns.
Oh, absolutely.
Great guns. I still have mine. It still is a great muzzleloader. I can still put 3 shots within a 50-cent piece.
Oh, yeah.
It's just that bad. I'm telling you, it's an awesome gun. And if people will just do what I've done is just keep them clean. Now, I had the blue barrel. I did not have a stainless barrel. When y'all first came out, it was the blue barrels. Yes. And I got an old black composite stock. Embedded, said Night, embedded in that skeletal stock. No kind of recoil pad, but just an awesome gun.
Oh, they are super guns.
And Mike, now we've come out with these. Do you still think that as a pro staffer, they're going to be knocking the sock? This should be under everybody's Christmas tree.
It should be.
Because
it should still be the #1 selling rifle we make.
What retail? I mean, I hate to ask that, but
it's going to be around the $300 mark.
That's awesome.
You know, one of the things that I tell people when I'm frequently out going to shows and doing shows like this is a lot of people they don't really understand that night rifles has kind of gone away from the box store.
Right.
Every rifle is handmade. There's no automated system where they go down and you have people adding this, people adding that. It's built handmade by one riflesmith in the shop. A lot of people don't realize that until they come to the shop.
I didn't realize that.
And they say, wow, you mean that's just a one process? This guy takes it from birth all the way to the end. And from welding the lug on to bead blasting it. And of course, now with the new stainless finishes, we're Dynateching everything.
Right.
And of course, that's a coating on the outside for those in television who don't know, but it's a coating on the outside as well as on the inside to protect it from rust. And it also helps with the crud ring that's somewhat there with certain types of powders that you burn.
You're right. What do you recommend? We're talking about powders too, because Gordy's, he likes certain kinds of powders. What do you like?
Well, you know, for the plunger style guns, I like the 777.
I do too. I do too.
But now for the bolt guns, it's Blackhorn 209.
Yep.
All the way.
All the way.
And I tell you why. Of course, I hunt with the ultralight, and we'll talk about it in a minute. But the neat thing about that ultralight is that if I go hunting and let's say I don't see anything, if it wants to sit in the gun safe for 2 or 3 days, I don't have to worry about the temperature causing problems with rusting and things of that nature. If I shoot it and decide that something's a little more impressing, then I don't have time to clean it, I don't have to worry about it. It's not going to rust my gun. So,
that's right.
And plus, 120 grains of that powder will efficiently burn faster and produce more velocity than 150 of the Pyrodex 777.
I hope everybody was taking notes then. Because now, what powder? Tell them that powder again.
Okay, it's Blackhorn 209.
Blackhorn 209. Now, do you recommend it also for the ones that don't have a bolt?
No, I do not. I do not recommend. I do not
Okay.
recommend the plunger guns. Simple. The flash point is so much higher.
Okay.
That even with the 209 conversion, it's hard to ignite.
Okay. Okay.
With the current breech plugs that we use, with the vent liner system that's in the new breech plugs, it's just hard to ignite. So I don't recommend it in any plunger gun, and the company doesn't either.
Okay. So the plunger guns, 777.
Yes.
All right. You like pellets or do you like loose?
I like loose only.
I like loose.
And I'll tell you why. The pellets, a lot of people don't realize that they use so much glue putting those pellets together that I've shot box after box through the chronograph in the testing stage, and you'll find it's anywhere from 100 to 120 feet per second difference.
Really?
Yes, there's that much difference in deviation in it, in the velocities. You know, you may be it says 3 pellets at 50 a piece for 150 grain. You may probably be only shooting 130 grains of actual powder by the time you look at the glue that's used to hold those things together. So,
but now, when I know, because you and Gordy and Mike, y'all shoot a lot. So I want to ask you some questions about that. In the 777, the pellets, do you find difference in shooting 3 pellets in this gun and then 3 pellets in another gun? Or are they that? Does it vary that way?
It actually varies lot to lot on the powder.
That's what I'm trying to ask.
Yes, on the lot of the powder, it really wouldn't matter. It's the lot numbers. You take those lot numbers. It won't matter what gun you put it in. You'll still see a dispersion in it.
Okay. All right. Hey, we got to take a first break, visit some of our fine sponsors. So when we get back, we want to talk to you more about night rifles, smoke poling. It's right around the corner. Hurry back to more Southern Woods and Waters.